Promovido para homicídios, hein? Sick Monsters. Lipstick é batom? Não lembro o que é lipstick. Não sei o que é a dama de vermelho, a mulher de vermelho. Border não. Border é assassinato. Ela que é a cantora? Não, não é.
All right, gentlemen, take your
É o
seats.
detetive aquele lá.
Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Think talking, you try hiring a lawyer. I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL.
Pelo visto, esse novo parceiro não gostou muito, não. Mudou o carro também? Mudou. Só pra tirar a tensão entre nós. Vai. Nossa.
Easy. Right on.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or that dude. So they're both clearing the deck.
Não vou responder o
Where does
chamado
that leave you, Galloway?
das missões
Leaves
secundárias
me
ainda.
saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf.
Doidão.
Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance.
Tá
6
vendo
months
como
and hundreds
carreta?
of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This would be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take... Calm down!
Caminhãozinho que eu falo pra você.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Ah, gente, vou ter que pagar uma grana, depois vai ficar meu salário de novo esse carro.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Isso é da primeira divisão, não subo mais a pé, não. Tira foto de gente morta sorrindo.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
É. Pudesse dar um socão. Ia ser um só. Nossa, mano. Não lembro. Sabia que mostrava dessa forma, não? Ah, YouTube vai me derrubar?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes,
Dele que eu vou ter que olhar lá
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s.
Tamanho
Pinker lifted
41.
impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Vamos ter que descobrir o tipo de sapato.
Not much help.
Silvers. Tá pegando qualquer lixo na mão aí.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Não, porque a gente não coleta DNA. Não existia CSI ainda na época.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Opa.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Um isqueiro interessante. Eu achei que não ia ser nada. Ia fazer todo esse negócio pra não ser uma pista. É alguma coisa do bar. Não, isso daqui é só escova de cabelo.
The victim's bag?
E tem dentro da bolsa dela, vamos ver.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Classic Carnine, sei lá. Quem estiver acompanhando pelo YouTube pode ser que derrube agora, hein?
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. Oh,
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Nossa, mano.
could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Chave inglesa. Taco de beisebol não ia ser desse tamanho, não.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed, a ring most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Isso é uma marca de pé, não? Não. Nossa, mas aconteceu com o queixo dela?
Interesting.
Aqui o quê? Foda-se você. O que é o BD?
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? Man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Bora, então corre, filho. Quero ver a hora que eu subir os episódios pro YouTube, se vai manter... Vou ter que deixar tampado isso. Uma saída por aqui.
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
Whoa there!
Os caras do nada caem
You'd
ali.
love that, wouldn't you? Big
Pensando na
head to
avó,
hang on the wall.
pô. Vai sozinho.
Caller of the decade. We've been working evidence from BD case for 6 months. We got next.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. For some opportunity to
Não vi a certo.
rip off the ammo and get himself a
Erro
free.
meu.
That's not totally fantastic.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country.
Barbeiragem da pega, só.
So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand? You need to turn left at the next junction.
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance.
6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
We're making a right at the next intersection. Keep on straight. Turn left at this one here. I need you to take a left at the next corner. Through this intersection.
Caramba, eu devia ter deixado ele dirigindo, né? Nossa, achei que era um clube igual aquele outro que a gente foi.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. Nice. Really.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
Obviamente.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero. But 339.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and...
Going to pay for that?
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
That's the spirit.
Was
another.
Lovely woman.
Conhecimento do marido. Vamos apertar só o marido.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Acho que ele tá mentindo.
You're lying, McCole. You're covering for Henry. You called him and told him what time she was leaving.
You're an asshole, you know that?
Vamos ver o que pode ligar. Já é roubado, evidente da marca do corpo.
Where did you get off, pal? I feel bad enough about what happened to Celine without you slinging mud.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license.
Opa. Ajuda.
Eggs running. So, how's your tuna fish salad?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Thanks, Mr. McCole. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
É, não deu muito certo, né?
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Vamos logo, cara.
You ought to meet your buddy. Nice. Really?
Fazer uma ligação aqui. Pegar o endereço dela. Louco. Doidão, velho.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Pegar o carro e pegar o parceiro, né? O forgado ficou lá ainda. Agora ele vai dirigir por causa disso também. Não vai. Ah, forgado.
Go right.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, folks. Don't turn here.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
You don't need to turn here. Okay, at the next corner, go right. A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the... If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
Booze hounds are a liability on the
O parceiro é confuso, o outro era melhor, nós.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. No, you picked the wrong job of a healthy thirst frenzy.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
We're taking the next left. Yeah, well, if only you'd been.
Citizen reports a man with a gun.
Betty Short be alive, Jack for the spirit of Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Straight on. Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined. Around to the right.
It killed someone!
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Slow down, you.
There's people there!
Na frente, não foi eu não.
Take the next left. Take the next left.
Chegamos. Residência do Rain. Henry. Até o terno. O Phelps tá melhor, hein? Subiu para homicídio, mudou todo o estilo de vestimenta.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Tô achando que alguém vai tentar fugir, hein? Ou trocar tiro.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Família Burnt para a morte.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic.
Esse médico tá envolvido em tudo, cara.
Confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Tô falando que esse médico tava estranho desde o começo. Eu não sabia desse jornal coletado não, pô.
Don't think this is anything.
Não, mas parece óculos de natação.
Nope.
Opa.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Senhor Lady?
Circumstantial.
Cara, essa bebida tem em todo lugar também. Los Diablos.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Essa boa em pó. Tem mais nada. Alguma coisa aqui?
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my after drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Você fica chato no vídeo. Você é chato já.
Number 564.
Que isso?
Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Que negócio estranho é esse? Ah, secador de cabelo.
Maybe. No.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
É louco, você? É a luz 43 mesmo?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Cadê o parceiro? Ele já saiu já? Saiu. Ai, nem esperou. Cozido.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Você dirige, forgado. Tô dirigindo pra você não.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ixi. Eu acho que ele não é culpado não, hein?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Aí já é mentira.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do.
Toma essa aí.
I'm not ashamed about that.
Mas pergunta errada.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Mentira.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Não, aí já é...
Why would I do that, Detective? My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, shh.
That's all? If you got more in that goddamn book, spit it out.
Quer dar uma olhada pela casa?
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Você tem certeza que não foi ele que matou? Tenho quase certeza, né?
You were separated from your wife. You argued.
She wanted things I couldn't provide. Fact is, she was disappointed with life.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
Eu vou errar as 4, velho.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
So you were here, tucked up in bed, while someone was out there beating your wife's brains out. That's all you've got?
Talk to the bartender at the Bomba Club. He'll tell you he called here last night, and I answered the phone.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Eita, nós.
Okay. You're not being rational. This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
What's this function?
Quase que eu vou junto ainda.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the
Caramba.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Vamos no apartamento. Não, você dirige.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Não, romântico.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Donate today.
Apartamento 16? Acho que 16 ou 14. 16. Means...
Mendez, apartment 16.
Quarto andar.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Nossa senhora. A arma do crime.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
Ah, filho, vou te pegar. Pode não.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Nossa, que arrepio que dá esse negócio.
Get in and drive.
Ah, eu que tenho que dirigir. Vai. Oh, lasqueira.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I've got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Se eu conseguir dirigir isso daqui, tá bom.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Hendry.
I'm not built for these situations!
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Precisa nem dizer. Já tem provas contra você?
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand
it. Coitado, resolve e deixa no vácuo ainda. Nossa, quase $1.000.000 pra resolver, pra consertar o carro.